Now, during this 1.5 day of the conference, I got the maximum call for two speakers. One is Pujya Dr. Gyanvatsal Swamiji and second Dr. Darshan Bankar sir. People are asking what's new about that renal degenerations. What is this new things? And second, the people are asking we are not registered for the conference, but still we can attend Swamiji's talk. So this is in brief. We all know Dr. Gyanvatsal Swamiji. He is a very renowned motivational speaker from the BAPS Sansthan. Without wasting much time, I directly request Dr. Gyanvatsal Swamiji to start his motivational speech. Swamiji, please.
गुणातीतोऽक्षरं ब्रह्म भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः जनो जानन्निदं सत्यं मुच्यते भवबन्धनात्. With prostrations at the divine feet of Bhagwan Swaminarayan and my Guru Hari, Param Pujya Pramukh Swami Maharaj, and my Pragat Guru Hari, Param Pujya Mahant Swami Maharaj, my heartiest namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Swaminarayan, and a very good morning to all the family physicians, as I am told to come from across the states of our country to participate in this conference. Welcome all to the city of Vadodara. It's always nice to be in the midst of doctors, because seeing so many doctors at one time, even visually, if not seeing them for some treatment, betters your health by a few percentage. Seeing so many doctors just by your eyes, it betters your health, isn't it? Well, in 1987, I did get admission in the MP Shah Medical College in Jamnagar when I finished my standard 12th. But I opted for engineering because I wanted to go for my UPSC, for my public service exams. So engineering would give me more time to prepare for my public service exams. So knowing that, I didn't opt for a medical career. I opted for engineering. And while I was pursuing my engineering, my Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj asked me to become a saint. He said, we can serve society better. So today I am in front of you as 32 years after my initiation as a saint. So well, the topic shared with me today is think different, be different, and you succeed different. The first and the foremost thing, it's not about motivation, it's about understanding the basics of life. What is thinking different? When I talk to professionals, the first thinking different is, we are first human beings and then professionals. How many of you believe in this statement? Raise your hands. All of us. We are professionals, we are doctors, but first we are human beings and then professionals. One step ahead of that thinking different is, we are first spiritual entities and then human beings. Because we are souls and we are not this human body. As they say that, we believe that we are human beings on a short journey upon this earth. No. We are actually spiritual entities on a small, short human journey upon this earth. So the first thinking different is believing yourself more as a human being than as a professional. Professional career or professionalism is part of human life, part of long, enriched human life. This concept, basically cleared in our hearts and minds, gives us new avenues in life, gives us the right perspectives in life. In any profession, there are thousands. There will be thousands. There were thousands. It will go on. Satisfaction and peace comes by believing yourself to be a human being first and then a professional. Human value system counts more in life and it adds to professional value system. We need to train our minds, raise our consciousness for that. A scientific journal by the name Medicine and Health in London. You might all be well aware of this science journal. The name of this journal is Medicine and Health. Publishes from London. It once reported a happening that two young friends, they checked inside the hotel. Both occupied different rooms. One of the rooms was such that a cholera patient died a few days back in that room. Another room was such, which was a normal one. They spent the nights in the morning just for an experiment. The room that was normal one, that occupant was told that this was the room where a cholera patient died a few days back. And in the actual room where the cholera patient had died, the new occupant, the recent occupant wasn't told anything. By evening time, the occupant of the normal room that he was told that a cholera patient had died, he actually caught cholera. He started vomiting by noontime. By evening time, he had vomited too much. Because his mind was constantly telling him that this was the room where a cholera patient died a few days back. And the adjoining room where actually the patient had died, that occupant was normal because he was not told that there was a cholera patient here. See the weakness of the human mind. Thinking different is making our minds strong and healthy to believe that situations and people should not affect me. My thoughts, my feelings, my generation of my conscience only affects me. This is the first thinking different so that you become different and succeed different in terms of satisfaction and peace. Success is not just like, you had a small clinic and then you jointly developed 3 doctors coming together to make a big hospital, and then you had a lot of patients standing in the queue and you are so much busy right from 6 in the morning to 10 at night. People have these definitions of success. If this were the definitions of success, many animals work more hours than us. More work is more success is an absolutely idiot definition of success. Professionals, they believe that more work is more success. No, donkeys, they work 12 hours a day. More work is not more success. If that success generates satisfaction and peace in you, only then it is success. Success should generate satisfaction and peace. More work generates more thirst, it is not success. More work generates more hunger, it is not success. Success should generate satisfaction and peace in life. So by this example which I started from the journal, Medicine and Health, it actually gives us the perspective that we need to train our minds, make our minds strong, to allow external situations, external happenings to affect us is the biggest weakness of a human mind. So we need to raise our consciousness. Raising our consciousness that can help us is thinking different, and then by a raised consciousness you become different. And then you succeed different in terms of satisfaction and peace. So first important aspect is that. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, way back in 1957, he went to Dehradun to appear in an interview and an exam to become a pilot. He ranked 9th in the results of that exam, and only 8 people were to be selected. Years later, he writes this incident. So he felt a bit depressed and dejected, and anyone would be. When he left Rameshwaram and was coming to Dehradun for these exams, he met a saint who had told him that when you are going to Dehradun, if you can manage time, definitely take a dip in the Holy Ganga and visit a nearby ashram. So he said, okay, chapter 1 is over, I appeared for the exams, now let me go for chapter 2 and chapter 3. So he took a dip in the Holy Ganga. And then he visited the Shivananda ashram at Haridwar, where a saint saw him. The saint could recognize. This whole incident is written, what I'm narrating now is word to word by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He said, the saint from my face could recognize that I'm feeling a bit sad, I'm worried about something. So the saint called Kalam Sahab and said, are you worried about something? So yes, I didn't qualify for my exams and I wanted to always become a pilot and I failed the exams. The saint told him a few words. Dr. Kalam writes those words as it was said by that saint. First thing, the saint told Kalam that believe that God did not want you to become a pilot. First, see, this is called acceptance and making it a purpose of life. God did not want you to become a pilot. If at all God wanted you, you would have become a pilot. You tried your best, but you could not become. We tried our best for a different branch. Maybe. Some of you sitting here. Not all. You tried for a different branch, but you could not. Fine. Part of life. God did not want you to become a pilot. So accept God's wish for cooling down from within. Second, he said, forget the failures of life. And third, he said, believe that God wants something better from you. Not something else from you. Something better from you. This is raising your consciousness. Kalam writes, yes. Decades later, I could believe these words practically in my life that God wanted something better out of me. If I would have become a pilot, I would have flown planes. Now I made something that could fly above the planes. I made rockets. We need to raise our consciousness. That is thinking different. Otherwise, routine life is there. आप डॉक्टर्स हो, सुबह में जाते हो क्लिनिक पे, हॉस्पिटल में अपना काम करते हो, पेशेंट्स को अटेंड करते हो, फाइन. रूटीन वर्क सब करते हैं. We need to make our mind strong and raise our consciousness. That situations and happenings and people around us should not affect us negatively. That is the first raising of the consciousness. And second, the ultimate raising of the consciousness, God has designed something better for me if I did not get this thing. Only then you'll be able to remain in good spirits. Yes or no? Only then you'll be able to control your emotions and be in good spirits. Otherwise, there will be 10 happenings every day that can demoralize you. Even a not so proper good morning from somebody you wish can demoralize you. Not so proper good morning. यार मैंने बॉस को गुड मॉर्निंग कहा, उन्होंने ठीक ढंग से गुड मॉर्निंग नहीं. अब ठीक ढंग तो तेरी डेफिनेशन है. Raising our consciousness means not allowing situations and happenings and people around us to affect us negatively. Positively, they're fine, we accept it. Our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj, who created this BAPS organization. I come from the BAPS Swaminarayan Sanstha. We are one of the largest organizations in the world with a permanent seat in the United Nations as an NGO. We run 1,800 hospitals, hostels, schools, colleges, community centers, Sanskar Kendras, Mari Mandirs, Mandirs and Akshardham in 60 countries of the world. And we 1,200 saints are directly involved in the administration, management and the HR of all these institutes. So we know things. It is not that a couple of things that I have read in the book and I have come to talk to you. I am a saint since 32 years, finishing my engineering way back in 1991. So I know both the worlds. From that, what our topic is thinking different is try to raise the bar of your positive consciousness so that not only you remain in a spirited way of life, but you can affect positively the atmosphere and the people around you and become a shield for people not to get them affected by negativity around them. See, biggest success in life? To become a multimillionaire? No. Biggest success in life to be famous and getting so many awards? No. Biggest achievement or biggest success in life is having so many chain of hospitals? Now give me a yes or no. But I'm confident that when I put forward now, what I'll speak now as a definition of success, you will 100% agree with me. Definition of success is that a person who can live in a positive state of mind 24/7, 365, 80 of his life. 24/7 is 24 hours and 7 days of the week, 365 is 365 days of the year, and 80 is 80 years of your life. So my formula is 24/7 by 365 by 80. If you can remain in a positive state of mind, biggest success of life. How many believe in this definition of success? All of us. That is raising your consciousness. That is living in that state of mind. Pramukh Swami Maharaj, who created this BAPS to this level, as I said, we run 1,800 units. इसमें से बहुत कई सारे, they are world famous, like the Swami and Akshardham at Robbinsville, New Jersey, America, the largest Hindu mandir in the Western Hemisphere. And the recently, just about 10 months back, the BAPS Swami and Hindu mandir in Abu Dhabi. You might have seen many videos of it. To come up with such projects on those lands, in these times, on those lands and in these times, is not an ordinary achievement. This foundation was laid by Pramukh Swami Maharaj. Building upon that foundation was today Mahant Swami Maharaj, our present Guru. In 1974, way back 50 years, Pramukh Swami Maharaj flew from Mumbai to Nairobi for his Dharma Yatra there in Africa. Due to some political disturbances and some political misunderstandings, it was announced when the plane came to the news after landing and after taxiing to the news, announcement was made that Pramukh Swami Maharaj and his group should not deplane. They are supposed to go back. The government of Kenya doesn't grant them permission to put their foot on the land of Kenya. Political disturbances, many misunderstandings, whatever. Here in Bombay, he was given a grand farewell. And now, by the same plane, he was asked to return. चेहरा मुरझा जाता है, हाँ या ना? एनर्जी लेवल ड्रेन हो जाता है, हाँ या ना? Anybody. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज के चेहरे पे लकीर फरी नहीं. Those saints who had accompanied him, they are the first hand witness of this. स्थिर रहे, स्वस्थ थे, वापस आए, when he was flying back by the same plane, somebody, or one of our leading saints, he said, Swamiji, can you write the first page of my diary? Because he had brought a diary with him to note down all the, divine memories. Pramukh Swami Maharaj wrote in Gujarati, આપણે પોતાની જાતને આત્મા અક્ષર માનીએ તો માન અપમાન શું છે અને આવું જાવું શું છે. What a state of mind. What a raising of your consciousness. That if you believe that I am the soul and not this human body, where are insults and awards or felicitations? And where is going and where is coming? Next day was in the morning when everybody saw, oh, Swami came here back. Why? Swami said, traditional Gujarati માં આનંદથી બોલ્યા કે હીરો ગોગેજી આવ્યો. For himself he could speak this. Slightest hesitation, no. Slightest ounce of depression or stress, no. What would people think of him? No. The biggest disease of the 21st century is, what would people think of me? આપણે એક સામાન્ય ટી શર્ટ ખરીદવા જઈએ ને તો પહેલો વિચાર શું આવે, આમાં હું કેવો લાગીશ? What nonsense. When we go to purchase our clothes, the first thought comes to our mind is, how would I look in this? Isn't this? This is the biggest wrong attitude, so you don't achieve stability of mind and raise your consciousness. You should just think, did I like this t-shirt? Yes. Am I paying for it? Yes. Enjoy it. You liked that, you are paying for that, then why are you waiting for external validation? And if somebody says that this doesn't go well with your skin tone, then you must tell, it went well with my wish and my choice. That is called stability of mind. Here we need to think different. No external validation. કોઈ આપણને કે તમે સારા મોટા ડોક્ટર છે એની અપેક્ષા શું કામ રાખવાની? Am I doing my work properly? Yes. Am I doing it honestly? Yes. Am I fully with the well-being of my patient? Fine. Then it's okay. We need to raise our consciousness for the stability of our mind, and that makes you a different person in terms of success, and that success is satisfaction and peace. If you have won the whole world, as a doctor, if you get awards and accolades from 50 countries of the world, but if you are not enjoying satisfaction and peace within, let me tell you in clear language, what the hell did you do on this earth? Satisfaction and peace is success. That is how the topic of this talk is, succeed differently. Money-wise, there are millions of successful people. Fame-wise, millions of successful people. Awards and recognition, millions of successful people. Are you successful from within, enjoying satisfaction and peace in life? That is real success. न्यूयॉर्क में डॉक्टर्स की मीट थी. कोई डॉक्टर आए, किसी ने उनके कान में कहा, रीडर्स डाइजेस्ट में ये प्रसंग मैंने पढ़ा था. I'm told to mix a bit of English and Hindi for the benefit of everybody. Somebody went near to the doctor और कान में जाके कहा कि you look like a monkey. इतने डिस्टर्ब हो गए, घर जाके उन्होंने आत्महत्या कर ली. This was Reader's Digest report. That is a story in Reader's Digest, way years back. तुम प्रोफेशनल बने, प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, इयर्स का एक्सपीरियंस है, लेकिन माइंड में स्टेबिलिटी नहीं है, डिस्टर्ब हो जाते हैं, वी हैव नॉट रेज्ड आवर कॉन्शियसनेस, देन वी आर अ फेलियर. As you raise your degrees, raise your experience, raise your bank accounts, raise your fame, but it should be packed within raising of your consciousness. It is as simple as that. Second aspect of thinking different. First aspect क्या था? Raise your consciousness and stabilize your mind. Second important aspect of thinking different, being different and succeeding different is, don't compete. Cooperate or contribute, but don't compete. मेरा बैचमेट था, हम मेडिकल कॉलेज में साथ में पढ़ते थे, उसकी तो इतनी बड़ी हॉस्पिटल बन गई और मैं कोई गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में जॉब कर रहा हूं. Am I talking something very fundamental? Grassroots. This thought has the power to kill you. मानते हो? Do you believe that this thought has the power to kill you? This thought has the power to give you 24/7, 365, 80 disturbance. Even after performing well, even after patients folding hands at you, साहब, thank you very much, आपने बहुत अच्छा कर दिया. Their relatives, their family members telling you, साहब, आपने तो हमारे फैमिली मेंबर को नया जीवन दे दिया. इतना प्रेम पेशेंट्स का मिलता हो, आपके वर्क से आपको सेटिस्फेक्शन हो कि चलो मैं अच्छा काम करता हूं, फिर भी गैलरी में आके वो बड़ी हॉस्पिटल देखी बैचमेट की, and disturbance starts. So my second point in thinking different is, he is he, I am I. वो अपने प्रारब्ध का, अपने मेहनत का और अपने पे हुई भगवान की कृपा का फल वो ले रहा है. मेरे प्रारब्ध का, मेरी मेहनत का और मेरे पे हुई भगवान की कृपा का फल मैं भुगत रहा हूं. He is he, I am I. Separate yourself from competition. Thought number 2. Be in the cooperative mode and contributing mode. मैंने आपको 3 C बताए. कंपटीशन, कोऑपरेशन एंड कंट्रीब्यूशन. कंपटीशन निकाल देना है, कोऑपरेशन एंड कंट्रीब्यूशन, तो आनंद आएगा. दैट इज पीस एंड सक्सेस. वरना स्ट्रेस, एंड ये तो रेट रेस है. इंग्लैंड में बहुत बड़ी ये इंश्योरेंस कंपनी है प्रूडेंशियल, उन्होंने सर्वे किया जस्ट अबाउट 1 year बैक. 6 out of 10 Britons, they have come to know, they have actually realized and experienced that, my God, in this competitive world, it's a rat race. They are leaving their lucrative jobs in the city of London and retreating to smaller towns with 25% pay, because they have come to know एक सिद्धांत. क्या? वो स्टोरी पढ़ के मैंने ये सिद्धांत एक लाइन में लिखा. इन दिस कॉम्पिटिटिव वर्ल्ड इट्स अ रैट रेस, एंड इवन इफ यू विन द रेस यू आर स्टिल अ रैट. इवन इफ यू विन दैट रेस यू आर स्टिल अ रैट. क्योंकि एक रेस आपने जीती, सेकंड रेस चालू हो जाएगी. हाँ या ना? बहुत अच्छी हॉस्पिटल बड़ौदा में बनाई, नाउ अहमदाबाद सर करना है. फिर साउथ में देखता है सूरत सर करना है, मर जाएगा. કેમ ભૂત સાહેબ પાછળ જોયો છો? स्पर्धा में नहीं. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज ने इतने बड़े स्मारक बने. दिल्ली अक्षरधाम आप सभी ने देखा होगा. रेज योर हैंड्स. हाउ यू हैव बीन टू स्वामी अक्षरधाम दिल्ली? उसके उद्घाटन समारोह में on 110 acres of land on the banks of Yamuna, Delhi, just in 5 years 8 lakh cubic feet of carved stone का प्रोजेक्ट पूरा किया. And that too 20 years back in the year 2005. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज उद्घाटन समारोह में बोले. प्रधानमंत्री मनमोहन सिंह बाजू में बैठे थे, राष्ट्रपति श्री अब्दुल कलाम साहब बाजू में बैठे थे, अपोजिशन लीडर इन दी पार्लियामेंट LK अडवाणी जी बाजू में बैठे थे, लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर ऑफ दिल्ली बैठे थे, हुज ऑफ इंडिया बैठे थे. 160 कंट्रीज में लाइव टेलीकास्ट चल रहा था. हृदय के भाव से प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज बोले. उनके चेहरे पे उनका भाव उस वक्त दिखता था कि जो वे बोल रहे हैं, व्हाटएवर ही इज स्पीकिंग नाउ, हिज फीलिंग्स, हिज इमोशंस वर रिफ्लेक्टिंग ऑन हिज फेस. क्या बोले प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज? कि ये स्वामीनारायण अक्षरधाम, क्योंकि बहुत लोगों ने तब तक तो ताज के साथ कंपैरिजन कर दी थी अक्षरधाम की. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज पहला ही वाक्य बोले कि यह स्वामीनारायण अक्षरधाम हमने किसी के साथ स्पर्धा के लिए नहीं बनाया. वी हैव नॉट क्रिएटेड दिस टू बी इन कंपटीशन विथ एनीबॉडी. दूसरी बात बोले, हमने भगवान स्वामीनारायण के प्रति हमारी भक्ति है और हमारे गुरु योगी जी महाराज का संकल्प था कि दिल्ली में यमुना नदी के किनारे एक भगवान स्वामीनारायण और भारतीय संस्कृति का स्मारक बनाना है, तो हमारे गुरु की आज्ञा थी, वचन थे, हमने ये बनाया। और तीसरा वाक्य क्या बोले? यहां आए उन सभी को जीवन उन्नत करने की प्रेरणा मिले, ऐसी हम प्रार्थना करते हैं। नो कंपटीशन। Whoever falls in competition in professional careers, बच्चे होते हैं तो क्लास में एग्जाम में कंपटीशन में पढ़ते हैं बिकॉज दे आर क्वाइट इग्नोरेंट, दे हैव नॉट रियलाइज लाइफ, दे हैव नॉट रेज देयर कॉन्शियसनेस, दे आर नॉट एडल्ट्स, दे आर नॉट मैच्योर। आफ्टर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ एट द एज ऑफ 40, 45, 50, 55, if you constantly think of competition in your profession, I think we have lost the way of life, the path of life. फिर वो कंपटीशन अंत तक चलेगी, मैं पहले मरूंगा, वो मरेगा। टेक इट लाइटली। कंपटीशन नहीं, नॉट द रैट रेस। महापुरुषों ये जीवन में से, अपने जीवन में से सिखाते कि स्पर्धा में मत पड़ना। सभी लोग अच्छे हैं, अपना अपना कार्य करते हैं। बेसिकली ये थॉट रखना, ही इज एंजॉयिंग हिज डेस्टिनी, his hard work and his grace of God on him. I am enjoying the fruits of my hard work, my destiny and grace of God in me. He is he, I am I. मुंबई में से कौन आए? हाथ ऊंचा करें। 5-6 लोग आए। टाउन में कौन रहते हैं? वर्ली या नेपियन सी रोड की तरफ, तो पीछे 2-3 बैठे। अब नेपियन सी रोड या वर्ली के नीचे आप रहते हो, आपके 2 BHK 3 BHK में रोज अंतिलिया दिखता है। मुकेश अंबानी's residence, the costliest residence in the world. Today it is rated at $2.1 billion, that building. એટલે 16-17 કરોડનું એ residence. It is costlier than the Clarence House where King Charles stays in London. હવે તમે 3 BHK મારીને રોજ ગેલેરીમાં જઈને અંતિલિયા જો, ક્યારે મેળ પડશે તો you will not enjoy your 3 BHK. अंतिलिया देखते देखते प्रेरणा यह लेनी है कि जीवन में पुरुषार्थ करना है, पहली प्रेरणा। दूसरी बात, जितना हो सके करना है, यह प्रेरणा ही लेनी है। वो नहीं लेनी है कंपटीशन वाली प्रेरणा, वहां कैसे पहुंचूंगा, तो तेरी चटनी हो जाएगी तो बीमारी बचेगा। So don't fall in the competition, you will fall in stress and stress can kill you. और अगर आप पढ़े हो और स्ट्रेस हैं, तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने अर्जुन को बताया। स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट के लिए भी एक डिफरेंट थिंकिंग मैं आपको देता हूं। स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट मैनेजर्स होते हैं ना, मेडिकल नॉन मेडिकल दोनों की बात कर रहा हूं। स्ट्रेस मैनेजर्स फ्रॉम द मेडिकल एंगल, फ्रॉम द नॉन मेडिकल एंगल, कहते हैं आपको पेंट योर ऑफिस ग्रीन, गो ऑन अ बीच फॉर अ लॉन्ग वॉक। तो जब कुरुक्षेत्र के मैदान पे अर्जुन स्ट्रेस में आ गए थे कि आई डोंट वांट टू किल माय एल्डर्स, आई डोंट वांट टू किल माय रिलेटिव्स, डिड कृष्णा टेक द चैरियट ऑन अ बीच? डिड ही पेंट द चैरियट ग्रीन? All these stress managers, what they tell you is just watering the branches. They are not watering the roots. You have to water the roots to keep the tree green. And watering the roots is your thought process, raising your consciousness again, and making your mind strong. Krishna made Arjun's mind strong. Did not give him material facilities. क्या आप स्ट्रेस में ना, चलो कॉफी पी लेते हैं? What nonsense. आप स्ट्रेस में हो, चलो मूवी देखने चलते हैं, बढ़ जाएगा स्ट्रेस, क्योंकि मूवी में अगर एक डायलॉग भी ऐसा आ गया, एक सीन भी आ सकता है, क्योंकि मूवी में क्या है, 3 घंटे में सक्सेस, फेलियर, स्ट्रेस, डिप्रेशन, हाई स्पिरिट, अवार्ड, सब कुछ दिखाना पड़ता है। एंड दोस 3 hours व्हाट दे मेक इट हैपन डजंट हैपन इन 30 years in real life. What did Krishna tell Arjun? Tarati shokam atmavet. He tells, believe Arjun that you are the soul and not this body. You are attached bodily with your relatives, with your friends, with your gurus. You are the soul. तेरे और मेरे कितने भी जन्म हो गए, ये पहला भी नहीं है और अंतिम भी नहीं है. So forget the bodily attachments. Believe yourself to be soul. Raise your consciousness. Second thing he told, man mana bhava. Keep your mind engrossed in me. Do what I tell you now. Because Krishna was the higher consciousness. So he directly guided Arjun. Do what I say now. Keep aside your thoughts. And the third thing he said, karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. He tells Arjun, Arjun, your job is to perform your duty. You are a warrior. You are on the battlefield. Perform your duty. Results I will decide. Results I will decide. साइंस क्या मत, इससे अर्जुन डिस्ट्रेस हो गए, स्ट्रेस चला गया, एंड ही फॉट, परफॉर्म दिस ड्यूटी, धर्म युद्ध. स्ट्रेस यहां आता है कि बॉडीली अटैचमेंट एंड ईगो. इफ यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड साइंस इन द राइट वे, साइंस हैज द पावर टू इन्फ्लेट योर ईगो. You have to understand science from the spiritual aspect, because spirituality पहले पृथ्वी पे आई थी, बाद में साइंस आया था. When I was talking to 400 scientists at Tajland and Bandra in Mumbai, my topic was logic versus faith. I said, आप बोलते हो कि सब कुछ साइंस है, तो 5 मुख्य एलिमेंट तो साइंस ने नहीं बनाया ना, पृथ्वी, जल, तेज, वायु और आकाश. ये 5 जो बेसिक एलिमेंट हैं वो साइंस ने नहीं बनाए. साइंस क्या करता है, ये 5 एलिमेंट का डिफरेंट परम्यूटेशंस एंड कॉम्बिनेशंस में मिक्स करके आइटम्स बनाता है. सो साइंस इज एक्चुअली डूइंग द जॉब वर्क ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी. साइंस इज डूइंग द जॉब वर्क ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी. ऑल ग्रेटनेस टू साइंस. अभी ऑर्गन डोनेशन की बात हुई, एक्सीलेंटली, एक्सीलेंट, अनबिलीवेबल अचीवमेंट ऑफ साइंस, होना ही चाहिए. सो ऑल रिगार्ड्स टू साइंस. But if science inflates your ego and tells you that it is above spirituality, that is the nonsense part of science. I can prove it logically. I will ask you all 2 questions. In both the questions, your answer will be a yes. Nobody of you will be able to tell a no. I challenge and guarantee. Shall I start? Question number 1. आपने कोई पेशेंट के लिए ये कहा कि मेडिसिन मैंने दी है, पेशेंट को दी है, लेकिन आई डोंट थिंक ही विल सर्वाइव मोर. और 20 साल के बाद भी आपके सामने वो खड़ा है. ऐसे प्रसंग डॉक्टर्स को बने, वेर योर जजमेंट हैज गॉन रॉन्ग, एक्सेप्ट इट नाउ. ओके. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. किसी पेशेंट के लिए आप ये जज करते हो कि ही विल लिव लॉन्ग, तकलीफ नहीं है कुछ. In 5 days you get the news. अरे ऑपरेशन टेबल ऊपर ऑपरेशन करता करता पेशेंट बची जाए, डॉक्टर ऑपरेटर मर जाइए. What does that mean? I'm not telling that your judgment was wrong, because that's always a human error. I'm not telling the judgment was wrong. What I want to convey is what Krishna said. Arjun, you perform your duty. In place of Arjun, you put the word doctor. Doctor, not just doctor. Let's change the word. Family physician, you perform your duty. Results he decides. Yes or no? So when you understand this, you will be stressless. Dr. Neville Hacker, a physician, a cardiologist from Sydney in Australia, he had come to speak at an event, at a medical conference in 1992 in Ahmedabad. At that time, we had the inauguration of the Swami and Akshardham in Gandhinagar. We came to know that there is a physicians conference going on in Ahmedabad. So we went there and just begged 2-5 minutes to invite them to Akshardham. The organizers did oblige us, and so we asked that we'll be arranging the bus and everything if you people can come to Akshardham. So they happily arranged the tour, and we had about 30 physicians coming to Akshardham. We had a good guided tour for them. Dr. Neville Hacker, when he met Pramukh Sai Maharaj asked him a very simple question in traditional Gujarati, કે સાહેબ આપ ભગવાનને પ્રાર્થના કરો છો, ચર્ચમાં જાઓ છો? He was a Christian, so Pramukh Swami asked him, do you go to church, do you pray to God? Dr. Neville Hacker said, Swamiji, my patient is my God and my hospital is my church. Fine, okay, everybody lives with their ideologies, no issues. Second question Pramukh Swami Maharaj asked. Pramukh Swami Maharaj said, sir, has it ever happened that sometimes you say that the patient is fine and good and he passes away, and sometimes you feel that the patient will not live long and is right in front of you after 20 years? He said, yes, Swami, this is the question in my mind since 10 years. Why sometimes I go wrong? Why sometimes I totally fail in my judgment? Then Pramukh Swami Maharaj told him of this conversation of Krishna and Arjuna in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Pramukh Swami Maharaj told Neville Hacker that we are the instrument, he is the doer. We must do to the best of our abilities. It's a human endeavor. It's a human dignity that to the best of your knowledge and the best of your practices and best of your experience, you must serve the patient. But believe that after my putting best knowledge, best experience and best treatment, still the final result he decides. And that is why we all write RX at the top left of your prescription. That Latin word says, God thou take care. लिखते हैं लेकिन मानते नहीं है, इसलिए स्ट्रेस आता है. लिखते हैं लेकिन मानते नहीं है. जो लिखते हैं मानते नहीं है, तो ये मतलब क्या हुआ कि वो छोटा बच्चा क्रेयॉन लेके वॉल पे कुछ भी लिख देता है, वो आपने यहां कुछ भी लिख दिया. इट इज इक्विवेलेंट टू दैट एक्ट. Believing him to the all doer, then you can accept the happenings of your life. And the biggest achievement, success in life is accepting wholly, positively the happenings in life. Stress kahan se aata hai? Why did this happen? Isn't it? Yes or no? Raise your hands if you say yes. Why did this happen? Yahan se stress aata hai na? So did God sign an MOU with you when he sent you upon this earth? कि जा बेटा पृथ्वी पे, whatever you do will happen goody goody. Any of us do? We have an MOU. Life is like a sine wave. Ups and downs are part of life. This is raising your consciousness to believe the all-doership of God and thus accepting all happenings in life and remaining stable, happy, satisfied and at peace. This is called success in life. This is called success in life. I'm into the final 5 minutes of my talk. Another good aspect of thinking different is, it is a bit more critical, but very energizing. We all are doing it, but we need to do it more consciously. And it can help us in many ways. Living a life as prescribed in the scriptures. Trying to cultivate the thoughts, feelings and emotions as prescribed in the scriptures like Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata और रामायण. आपको चैलेंज और दावे के साथ मैं एक बात कर सकता हूं कि आपके जीवन में से कोई भी एक प्रसंग आप उठा लो. Tonight before you go to bed, just pick up any happening of your life, पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव. वो रामायण या महाभारत में जरूर बना होगा वो प्रसंग. दैट इज द डेप्थ ऑफ दिस एपिक्स. एनी हैपनिंग इन दिस पॉपुलेशन ऑफ 8 billion upon this earth, anybody can pick up there any happening of life that has happened in Ramayana or Mahabharata. If you have read the scriptures well, you easily could relate. मेरे घर में जो झगड़े हुए हैं उसमें मेरा रोल क्या? Knowing your role is half solved. The problem gets half solved. घर में झगड़े हुए तो आपको पता तो चल रहा है कि मेरा रोल दशरथ का है, राम का है, कैकेयी का है या मथुरा का है. And knowing your role in the problem is half solved. That is, problem is half solved. No need of social counseling. जो सोशल काउंसलिंग में जाते हैं उनको मैं बोलता हूं कि आप रामायण पढ़ लो, महाभारत पढ़ लो, श्रीमद भगवद गीता पढ़ लो, भगवान स्वामीनारायण का वचनामृत पढ़ लो. सोशल काउंसलिंग की जरूरत ही नहीं है. आपके जीवन में जो घटना बनी है वो वहां बनी है. तो उन पात्रों ने क्या सोचा उस वक्त, क्या किया, कॉपी इट एंड यू बी आउट ऑफ योर इश्यू. कॉपी पेस्ट ही करना है, एज सिंपल एज दैट. और वही बात डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज में डिफरेंट शब्दों में सोशल काउंसलर कहता है. सोशल काउंसलिंग में जाता है कि मेरा डिवोर्स हुआ, मैं क्या हुआ, लाइक अनहैप्पी एज सिंगल. वो काउंसलिंग करने वाला ही 1 साल पर डिवोर्स लेके बैठा है. वो क्या काउंसलिंग करेगा आपको? जाता है सोशल काउंसलिंग, क्या ड्रिंकिंग हैबिट बहुत बढ़ गई है, बीवी चिल्ला रही है, बच्चे नाराज हैं, क्या करूं? तो वो एडवाइस देगा कि डू दिस, टेक अ ब्रेक, If you are doing it 6 times in a week, start having breaks, do it on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. थ्योरी लिख के देता है. वो बाहर जाता है पेमेंट करने के बाद, इमीडिएटली ड्रॉर में से वो खुद बॉटल निकालता है. Am I talking something sensible? होता है ये. Pick it from the scriptures, pick it from the characters of the lofty epics, and you will enjoy life better. You will be able to solve the problems of life in a much, much better way. And the last thing I would like to tell is, जो आप सभी में है, सेवा करते हो, कोई एक प्रोफेशन ऐसा है पृथ्वी पे जो सबसे ज्यादा सेवा करता है, वो डॉक्टर्स का प्रोफेशन है. बाकी सब प्रोफेशंस ऐसे हैं कि वो लोग ये नहीं सोच सकते कि चलो मैं संडे कैंप करके एक चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट के लोगों को टैक्स की टिप्स फ्री में संडे को दूं. वो वहां पे कैंपिंग नहीं आता है. कैंप कहां आता है? सिर्फ एक ही प्रोफेशन में, मेडिकल प्रोफेशन. द मेडिकल्स डू इट, सो इट इज कॉल्ड द नोबल प्रोफेशन, एंड सो दे डॉक्टर्स आर कॉल्ड डेमीगॉड्स. और कोरोना के दौरान डॉक्टर्स ने जो कार्रवाई की है, अनबिलीवेबल. द होल वर्ल्ड इज ऑब्लाइज्ड टू देम. So let me take this opportunity today in front of all you doctors representing common man in the society, that we are highly obliged to you all for taking care of us during corona times. तो सेवा हम बहुत करते हैं, अच्छी तरह से करते हैं, लेकिन सेवा किस तरह से करनी है, वो मुद्दा बोल के मैं पूरा करता हूं. वी ऑल डू सेवा, सर्विस हम करते हैं, निस्वार्थ भाव से करते हैं, लेकिन थोड़े अंतर के भाव ताकि हम उनको ये सेवा का ज्यादा लाभ मिले. In 1992, when we had the inauguration of Swami in Gandhinagar, we had a huge festival for 1 month and we had 17,000 volunteers. L.K. अडवाणी जी पधारे थे हमारे मेहमान के रूप में, हमारा निमंत्रण को मान देते हुए, और पूरे महोत्सव स्थल पे घूमे. वहां किचन देखा जहां से रोज खाना पकाते थे हम 1.5 लाख लोगों के लिए. और वो उत्सव में वी यूज्ड टू सेंड टी और करी बाय पाइपलाइंस. 2 किलोमीटर की पाइपलाइन चलती थी. 2 किलोमीटर दूर आप सुबह में टेप खोले तो चाय निकलती थी, वही टेप दोपहर को खोले तो दाल निकलती थी, वही टेप आप खोले शाम को तो करी निकलती थी. तो ये एक वाक्य से आप समझ पाएंगे कि इवेंट किस स्केल का होगा, मैनेजमेंट किस स्केल का होगा. अडवाणी जी वो एकदम अंतर से बोल उठे कि अद्भुत है, और दंग रह गए. उन्होंने हमारे स्वयंसेवक को कहा कि आपने बहुत अच्छी व्यवस्था की. नहीं, हमने नहीं की है, हमारे व्यवस्थापक जो आइडिया देने वाले हैं, काम करने वाले हैं, प्रेरणा देने वाले हमारे संत है, वो करते हैं. हमारे संत को मिले जो किचन डिपार्टमेंट के मुख्य थे. अडवाणी जी ने कहा कि स्वामी जी आपने तो अद्भुत आयोजन किया है. हमारे संतों ने कहा नहीं, प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज के आशीर्वाद से होता है, हमने कुछ नहीं किया. जब प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज को मिले तब अडवाणी जी ने कहा स्वामी जी अद्भुत आयोजन, कितना बड़ा महोत्सव आपने किया. प्रमुख स्वामी से अडवाणी जी नहीं, भगवान स्वामी की कृपा से हुआ है. अडवाणी जी, ही इंटेलिजेंट गाय. When he was on the dais after his felicitation, in the speech he mentioned this, और वे बोले कि यहां जो सेवा करते हैं वो कोई क्रेडिट की अपेक्षा बिना करते हैं, क्रेडिट लेना नहीं चाहते हैं. ये महोत्सव की सफलता का राज मुझे यहां ये मौके पे मिला. तो सर्व करते हो व्हेन यू आर इन द कैंप्स ऑन वीकेंड्स और वेदर यू आर इन द हॉस्पिटल्स. बिलीव दैट आई एम नॉट ट्रीटिंग द पेशेंट, आई एम जस्ट एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट. ही इज ट्रीटिंग द पेशेंट and I just have to treat and wish him well and pray for him. तो सेवा में क्रेडिट लेने का प्रयत्न मत करना, तो वो सेवा का फल भी कम हो जाता है, पुण्य भी कम हो जाता है. सेवा की तो निस्वार्थी. पेशेंट का आभार व्यक्त करना कि आप लोग यहां पधारे तो मुझे ये सेवा का मौका मिला, आप लोग यहां पधारे तो मैंने आपकी सेवा की, वो एटीट्यूड नहीं, आप पधारे तो मुझे सेवा का मौका मिला. दैट हम्बलनेस इज ग्रेटनेस. दैट हम्बलनेस गिव्स सेटिस्फैक्शन एंड पीस. जो हम बात करें, दैट इज रियल सक्सेस इन लाइफ, एंड दैट इज द अल्टीमेट सक्सेस इन लाइफ. आखिरी एक प्रसंग कह के मैं पूरा करता हूं कि सेवा करते वक्त किस प्रकार के विचार रखते हैं. During Corona times, one of our BAPS volunteers, born and raised in BAPS from our children forums to teenage forums, Dr. Dilip Patel in Pennsylvania. He was watching TV and he saw the clarion call of the governor of Pennsylvania that we want a medical practitioner for St. Quentin prison, which is the highest security prison of United States, housing violent prisoners, जिन्होंने 2-5 खून किए हैं, इस प्रकार के सब prisoners वहां पे हैं. And nobody was ready as a medical practitioner, क्योंकि वहां तो अगर इंजेक्शन में उसको थोड़ा भी अगर दर्द हुआ तो भी वो गला दबा देगा, इतने वायलेंट होते हैं. डॉक्टर दिलीप पटेल अंतरात्मा में से, जो बचपन में से बीएपीएस में से संस्कार मिले थे, और प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज जो शब्द बोले थे, इन द गुड ऑफ अदर्स लाइज आवर ओन. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज का एक जीवन सूत्र था, अन्य के सुख में हमारा सुख. It's a call from within. He called the governor's office. I am going. These are my credentials. He drove 450 miles to St. Quentin prison. He showed his credentials, so he was approved to vaccinate. He booked a room in the nearby motel at his own cost. Normally he used to treat 30 to 40 patients. Here at St. Quentin prison, he started treating more than 150 patients a day. एक पेशेंट उनके सामने आया जो प्रिजनर था, सभी प्रिजनर्स थे. दोनों की आंख एक दूसरे में मिली, दोनों चौंक गए, because they recognized each other. Dr. Dilip Patel and that prisoner, they recognized each other. दिलीप पटेल ने क्या recognize किया कि my best family friend, his wife and his 2 little children were murdered by this person. Best family friend of 30 years, his wife and his 2 little under teenage children were murdered by this prisoner. In America, the medicos have the right to refuse. Right to refuse. अगर डॉक्टर बोले कि I don't want to treat this patient, it is also my human right to say no. So that is an official right given to the medicos in US. एक बार क्षण के लिए विचार आ गया, एक बार क्षण के लिए कि I have the right to refuse. I don't want to vaccinate this person. He has killed my family friend, 4 people, and that too 2 children. Very next moment उनको विचार आया, I have come to serve. Today I don't have to see him as a doer of a crime. Today he is a patient in front of me. He deserves treatment. And my Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj has taught me, in the good of others lies our own. The word others does not discriminate. Others means everybody apart from me. He vaccinated that person, and that person had tears in his eyes. And he said, for the first time I have cried in my life. See, this is raising your consciousness, strengthening and making your mind healthy, going beyond the ordinary human behaviors. And that is real success of life. So thank you very much for patiently listening to me, and all my prayers for all of you, that may you treat all patients. You are treating them well, but treat them more well for their benefit. And may my Guru Mohan Sai Maharaj bless you all. Thank you very much.